When people walk into a finished home, they notice the beautiful ceilings, smooth walls, and clean design. But what they don't see is the work behind it. The early mornings, the planning, the measuring. Every hanger, every profile, every sheet of drywall installed with care. Day by day, piece by piece, a simple construction site slowly becomes a place someone will call home. Quality isn't built in a single day. It's built through patience, attention to detail, and doing the job right, even when nobody is watching. Because every great result starts long before the final coat of paint. And that's what real craftsmanship is all about. Many people think that skilled trades are something you're born with, that great builders, carpenters, or drywall installers have some special talent. But the truth is much simpler. Nobody starts as a professional. Every expert was once a beginner. Every skilled craftsman once made mistakes. Every successful builder started by learning the basics, one measurement at a time, one tool at a time, one project at a time. The difference isn't talent. The difference is showing up every day and being willing to learn. Learning from experienced professionals, investing in better tools, paying attention to the small details, improving little by little, day after day. Because mastery doesn't happen overnight. It is built through patience, through discipline, through thousands of hours of practice. And that's the good news, because if a skill can be learned, anyone can learn it. Anyone can improve. Anyone can become better than they were yesterday. The person building beautiful homes today isn't different from everyone else. They simply decided not to quit. They kept learning. They kept practicing. They kept building. And eventually, their work began to speak for itself. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about getting a little better every single day. And one day, people will look at your work and think, "Wow, that looks professional," without ever seeing the years of effort that made it possible. One of the biggest mistakes young people make today is believing that success comes quickly. They see the finished result. They see the expensive tools. They see the nice house. They see the successful business. But they don't see the years that came before it. They don't see the mistakes. They don't see the failures. They don't see the long days and hard work. Every skilled craftsman started somewhere. Every master was once a beginner. Every professional was once the person carrying tools, cleaning up and watching others work. There is nothing wrong with starting at the bottom. The problem is staying there too long. Too many people become comfortable being assistants, comfortable being told what to do, comfortable avoiding responsibility, comfortable avoiding mistakes. But growth begins when responsibility begins. If you want to become a master, you must be willing to make decisions. You must be willing to take risks. You must be willing to fail. Because every mistake contains a lesson, and every lesson moves you forward. One of the fastest ways to grow is to learn from people who are already where you want to be. Find skilled professionals. Watch them. Ask questions. Pay attention. Learn how they think. Learn how they solve problems. Learn why they do things a certain way. Experience is valuable. But learning from experienced people is even more valuable. It can save you years of mistakes. Another mistake many people make is trying to save money on everything, especially tools. A good tool is not an expense. It is an investment. Good tools save time. Good tools improve quality. Good tools make difficult work easier. The right tool can help a beginner work like an experienced professional. But tools alone are not enough. Skill still matters. Knowledge still matters. Discipline still matters. Every day is an opportunity to improve. Learn one new technique. Learn one new skill. Ask one new question. Make one small improvement. These small improvements seem insignificant at first, but over time they create a huge difference. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in 5 years because they focus on today. They focus on immediate results. They focus on quick success. Masters think differently. They focus on long-term growth. They understand that excellence is built slowly, brick by brick, skill by skill, project by project. A person who improves just 1% every day will eventually become unrecognizable from the person they once were. This applies to construction. It applies to business. It applies to life. Nobody becomes great overnight. Greatness is built. And the most successful people are often not the most talented. They are simply the most consistent. They keep showing up. They keep learning. They keep improving. Even when nobody notices. Even when nobody is watching. Even when progress feels slow. Because they understand something important. Success is not an event. Success is a process. And every ceiling installed, every wall finished, every project completed, is another step forward. Never be ashamed of starting small. Never be ashamed of being a beginner. But never stop growing. Never stop learning. Never stop improving. Because one day you will look back and realize that all those ordinary days of hard work created an extraordinary life. And that is how masters are made.